My best friend got married, and it took a whole year before she found out her husband had a first crush he couldn't forget. Later, that woman caused so much chaos in her home that my friend left the marriage with nothing. She warned me, "Natalie, don't marry a man like that." So when my father pushed me into an arranged marriage, I investigated Ethan thoroughly. He came from a good family, had no lingering first crush, no childhood sweetheart, and had even cut ties cleanly with all his exes. The only unusual thing was that the Carter family had adopted a girl 10 years ago and had been raising her abroad for school. My father didn't think much of it. I closed the folder and decided to marry Ethan. But in the 3rd year of our marriage, on the very first night Ethan brought his adoptive sister back from abroad, we were about to have sex. The girl carefully pushed open our bedroom door. "It's too quiet in my room. I'm scared being alone." Ethan got up helplessly and told me in a gentle voice to go to sleep first. Then I immediately called over a dozen male models to throw a party at the house. Ethan was drawn out of the room by the music and laughter. "Get out!" His words were calm, but they made everyone's spine go cold. The handsome guys fled in panic, leaving only the two of us in the living room. "What's the meaning of this?" Ethan frowned at me. I sat comfortably on the sofa, legs crossed, holding a glass of wine. "Didn't your sister say she was scared being alone? I brought more people to keep her company in bed." Raven's face turned pale. "What do you take me for?" I smiled brilliantly, enunciating each word. "A shameless homewrecker who seduces her own brother." Ethan's expression turned cold instantly. "Natalie." Raven's eyes reddened, trembling with anger. "What right do you have to say that about me? Everyone knows you used to be a player. If it weren't for the marriage arrangement between our families, my brother would never have married a woman like you." "Raven, shut up." Raven froze, tears falling as she looked hurt. "You're yelling at me? You're yelling at me for that woman? Didn't you hear how she insulted me? Fine, I'll leave. The young girl ran toward the door in distress, her pathetically short nightgown looking like it might fall off at any moment. Ethan frowned, swept her up in his arms and carried her back to her room before walking over to me. "Go to bed." I didn't move, just looked at him with a cold laugh. Ethan sighed helplessly. "I'm really tired and exhausted. Can you please not make a scene? Did you hear what your sister said?" Raven is still young and spoke without thinking. I apologize on her behalf. He forcefully pressed me down on the sofa and kissed me like a punishment, his voice low and husky. "Natalie, do I need to remind you that you're married to me now?" I laughed, but my eyes reddened, and even my voice trembled involuntarily. "But don't you forget, who dragged me out of bars again and again, who shamelessly claimed to be my fiancé, who desperately insisted on marrying me." Ethan pulled me into his arms. "It was me. I had to have you and no one else." I pushed him away coldly and slammed the door shut with a bang. "Ethan, it's either me or her. Make her leave tomorrow." The next morning, Raven was wearing Ethan's shirt, cheerfully greeting me at the dining table. "Hi, good morning." I froze instantly. In our 3 years of marriage, Ethan had never set foot in the kitchen. But there he was, wearing an apron, making soup. "Come try it. My brother's chicken soup is delicious. Whenever I'm feeling down, one sip of his soup makes me feel better instantly." And Ethan acted like nothing had happened. "You're up? Come sit." I took a deep breath, forcibly suppressing the anger and pain surging in my chest, and immediately called my new assistant. "Prepare breakfast for me and have it on my desk by 9 sharp. I turned and left without hesitation. Behind me, I heard Raven complaining. "I was trying to make peace with her and this is how she acts." "Fine, don't eat it. You made it for me anyway." On the way to the office, I contacted my brother. "I want a divorce." "Are you joking?" I gripped my purse tightly. "I'm not joking," my brother asked in disbelief.